The Fabulous 413 podcast is funded by Dean's Beans Organic Coffee, a locally based, worker-owned company committed to social and environmental responsibility, roasting fair trade, organic, shade-grown coffee since 1993. deansbeans.com.
Our theme music there is the band Spouse, and Spouse plays Progression Brewing tomorrow night at 6:30 as part of the Back Porch Music Festival. Welcome to the Fabulous 413, live from the Iron Horse Music Hall in Northampton as we kick off the 3 days of the Back Porch Music Festival. I'm Monty Belmonte.
I'm Khalees Smith.
No, you're not! You're Jim Olsen, but we'll get to that in a second. This hour, for a very special Live Music Friday, we'll have the Faux Pas, Olive Klug, Sally Baby from Sally Baby Silver Dollars, and Willie Carlisle. But the Back Porch, cheer every time. I just instructed them all, cheer every time, so I'm going to let you do this. It's like the State of the Union. We'll just keep going as long as you keep cheering.
This half of the room stands up and claps.
And this half boos, yes.
Just sit there.
The Back Porch Festival was founded in 2014 as a one-day event. It has since grown into a multi-venue, multi-day event of the best of American roots music, and the festival takes its name from the aforementioned Back Porch radio show hosted by one Jim Olsen, who joins me. He's going to join me this whole hour. Jim is a radio legend, has been on the airwaves of WRSI, my alma mater, since 1984, when I was 6 years old, but I'm not rubbing it in.
I was just a child,
yes,
a mere child.
And I was an actual child. So you were the station's program manager, the music director, program director for better than a decade. Then the station moved to Northampton. It got renamed 93.9 The River, as it's known today. And the Back Porch radio show has been on there on Sunday mornings playing the best of new and old and classic country, blues, bluegrass, folk, all forms of American roots music, just like this Back Porch Festival. And Jim, you really have brought an eclectic, wonderful mix to town here now that it is rambling 3 days, 12 venues, 60 acts. We had you on a couple weeks ago, but who are you really looking forward to seeing as you ramble through the streets of Northampton today, tomorrow, and Sunday?
You know, a friend of mine called this the FOMO Festival, because you're going to go see one thing, but you know something else is happening over there and in another place. I'm looking forward to it all. I don't get to see all that much of it, but it'll be great to sample little bits and pieces all weekend long. I'm not going to play favorites right now.
That's good, but you do play favorites because you have Signature Sounds Records, and so many of these artists have relationships with Signature Sounds Records, which is another, wonderful and pivotal part of the artistic community that you have helped bring to the Valley here. And some of the artists that will be performing on this stage are Signature Sounds artists here today for this hour.
Yes, so proud to be able to bring folks to town from all over the country to play for us on this weekend.
And tonight at the Academy of Music, there is a Grateful Dead tribute band called Bertha that performs Grateful Dead music in drag.
That is correct. Yeah.
Jim,
what excites me is they perform it really, really well.
Are they better than the Grateful Dead?
They sing better than the Grateful Dead.
So then,
I swear.
Maybe I'll like them?
Could be, Monty.
Because if you don't know, but Jim does, I'm not a Grateful Dead fan, and yet, who did Jim Olsen ask to MC and introduce this band tonight at the Academy of Music? Me. It's like asking Ricky Gervais to host the Golden Globes. You know what you're going to get.
But you are a drag enthusiast.
I am a drag enthusiast. I do love drag, and I will be introducing them in full drag as Glinda from the movie Wicked, the same outfit that I wore for the March for the Food Bank a couple of years ago. All right, well, that's enough chit-chat about the Back Porch Festival, because we've got 4 great acts that are going to perform for you live here at the Iron Horse right now. Our next act begs the question, what is trad? Traditional music? Is it bluegrass? Is it Celtic? Is it jazz? Why decide? Our local hero friend Chris Delmer used the phrase genre agnostic on our show once, and I love that. And this band's name is just the kind of bad pun that I appreciate, the Faux Pas. Faux Paws, brothers Andrew and Noah Van Nordstrand. Did I do it right?
Did it right.
Yes, on the radio. I practiced off the air. Grew up playing contra dance music in a family band. They picked up several other folks along the way, including Dean Miller and Felix Sartori, who's been on the show many times before. They will do 2 sets at the Parlor Room at 6 and 7 tonight. Let's welcome to the Iron Horse to kick off the Back Porch Music Festival, the Faux Pas. very special live music Friday on the Fabulous 413, live from the stage of the Iron Horse at the Back Porch Festival with the Faux Pas. My very special guest, Jim Olson, founder of the festival, joining us.
I love these guys because the only string band I know that features the beautiful tenor saxophone over here. Look at that.
And Dean, that is your saxophone, yes?
That's right. You did not hear the saxophone on that song.
Yeah, you're not losing your mind if you didn't hear saxophone in the last song, but you will hear it on the next song.
I was just so distracted by it. You're playing all your stringed instruments, and there's
a saxophone
down
right there.
here.
But is it true, Dean, that these brothers were part of Contra Dance family band, but that you had no idea what Contra Dance was?
Yeah, that's actually true. I met these guys at a fiddle camp about 15 years ago, and they brought me into the world of Contra Dance, and I had grown up in the world of bluegrass and jazz, and we've sort of met in the middle somewhere.
Were you familiar with the video game Contra?
Oh yeah, loved Contra.
Up, down, BA, select, start.
So, yeah, that everyone knows.
You're welcome,
that code.
Generation
The most
X.
classic code of all time.
Yes.
Wait,
yes.
what is this? Wait, what?
Oh, we'll tell you later.
We'll tell you later, the Konami code. What about the name, the Faux Pas? Because it's P-A-W-S. Tell us why you love bad puns as much as I do.
Well, okay, so we hope it's self-explanatory, and just like live in that universe. But the backstory is the band that predated this one was called the Great Bear Trio. And when that band was sort of coming to a natural conclusion, the three of us wanted to continue on. And so we weren't the real Paws. We were the
faux pas. You weren't the bear. Yeah, I get it.
And in the world of Contra Dance bands, there are many anthropomorphic band names.
It's true.
We pretty much had to choose one. So, now we're sort of an outlier in the non-Contra Dance world, but we fit right in that tiny, tiny counterculture.
I want you to dress up as furries and perform in that way.
Not furries. It's a very, very subtle difference, but a very important one. We are not furries.
Yeah. We are furry ourselves.
You are hirsute, is that how they say it? I believe. Yeah. I shaved my scruffy beard, Jim, for you so that I could put on my drag makeup tonight.
Good work.
Do I look good? Thank you. Should we hear another one? Should we hear another one from the Faux Pas, live from the Iron Horse at the Back Porch Music Festival, kicking things off. They're playing at the Parlor Room 2 sets tonight at 6 and 7. They're playing for you right here on the Fabulous 413 on NEPM.
This is an original song off our newest record.
Spending time like a dollar, but I've overdrawn. Running around, and all I've found is where I don't belong. Maybe where I am is as good as it gets. I'll sit still, and maybe I'll forget to move on. Move on. What the hell am I doing? 3 days in Cheyenne. One whole day, then another, and then another again.
We just got genre agnostic saxophone and bluegrass music with the Faux Pas live from the Iron Horse, kicking off the Back Porch Music Festival.
And they are indeed going to kick off the festival because you're playing the first set tonight, 6 o'clock over at the Parlor Room. 2 chances to catch Faux Pas, 6 and 7 p.m. There'll be a little break in the middle. We'll turn the house, and we'll get the festival rolling.
Excellent.
Thanks
Thanks
so
again
much
to
for having us.
Andrew and Noah and Dean and Felix, the Faux Pas. Once again, the Parlor Room, 6 and 7 tonight, the Back Porch Music Festival. You can get a Ramble Pass and go to all these things, except for a couple things at the Academy of Music. The town is yours today,
Exactly.
tomorrow, and Sunday.
Monty, this is already going better than it did last year.
Last year, we did this live broadcast here, and the power went out in this whole city of Northampton an hour before the show was about to begin. We're like, there's no way it'll be off that whole time. And lo and behold, it was. But luckily, our intrepid engineer, Bart Rankin over there, had a battery-operated broadcast unit, so we did it as old-timey as you can get, where we put a microphone into the broadcast unit on
right.
battery, sent it to Springfield to NEPM.
We made a campfire right there.
Yeah, it felt real old-timey. I brought my harmonica out and played along with everybody, but you are listening to the Back Porch Festival live on NEPM for the Fabulous 413.
The Fabulous 413 podcast is funded by the UMass Amherst School of Public Policy, offering in-person and online graduate programs in public policy and data analytics. Admissions now open at umass.edu/SPP.
Jimmy Olsen from the Back Porch Radio Show on 93.9 The River and the founder of the Back Porch Music Festival, as well as the Green River Festival. What first turned you on to this type of music that made it such a pivotal part of all the things that you've brought to the airwaves since I mentioned before, since 1984?
It just comes from decades of being a music head. And I got to say, when we were young, way, way back there was like a songwriter boom that happened in the early 70s with Joni Mitchell and James Taylor and Cat Stevens and all of that. That kind of was like the sort of just as I was becoming, beyond pop music conscious.
Yeah.
And that sort of got me going, and then, one thing led to another, Monty.
But New England isn't necessarily a region known for that, or wasn't until you kind of
I didn't live in New England. I grew up in the New York area.
But
so.
you can clap for New York, I guess.
Long Island, baby.
It's baseball
Come on.
season, so be careful. But, what you've done with the Green River Festival, with this festival, and your radio show has really made our part of New England, and Signature Sounds Records, a part of that kind of Americana music scene.
Yeah, we love it. We love to be part of it. And I have to say, in this day and age, we fight a little stigma because this music is so Nashville-based all the time that it's like other parts of the country get overlooked. And I love that we've got this wonderful scene here. It's just something I'm really proud of being part of, and Back Porch is just a celebration of it all.
Well, speaking of Nashville-based, our next performer is Portland-born.
Formally.
I actually used to live in Nashville, and now I live in this area. Yeah.
Victory is ours. Olive Klug, formerly of Portland, Oregon, formerly of Nashville, and now from here, is graduated with a liberal arts degree shortly before the 2020 pandemic derailed their plans of pursuing a career in social work, though they'd recorded and self-released a 2019 EP from their childhood friend's bedroom. Up until early 2021, Olive categorized their music as either a hobby or a pipe dream. However, sometimes the pandemic brings good things. After being laid off from a teaching job in 2020, Olive started working as a barista, which, again, clap, I love coffee, and decided to commit all of their extra energy to an ever-growing community of fans online that have been called Klug Bugs. Olive relies on their social work background to use their music to build community and work for social change. Last time we had you on was at the Green River Festival. You were coming like a bat out of hell from the airport with all of this car drama, but it was so
crazy.
wonderful. And you will be performing at the Back Porch Festival, kicking off this stage here at the Iron Horse this evening at 6:30, and then again playing with I'm With Her at the Academy of Music on Sunday, the Grammy Award-winning band, a Signature Sounds recording artist.
Yeah, we released a beautiful album called Lost Dog last year.
Well,
If you haven't checked it out, it is really a wonderful, wonderful record.
let's hear some music from Olive Klug.
Well, I might know a little more than you about girls and curls and the weight of the world, but I don't know quite what to do. I can't stop thinking of you. dress. I wanna just crawl around in your life, maybe share a cocoon. One day we could fly, fly, fly. Well, I thought I was immune to this kind of pining, but it lends itself too well to aimless striding. As I make my way to New York City, I think of the way that you called yourself pretty and wonder what kind of word you might use for me. Know deep in my heart that we could never be. 'Cause I know that you don't know what to make of me. I know that you don't know what to make of me. As I make my way back to LA, I get a little drunk at the end of the day and tell my friends that you're too blind to see the goddamn miracle I done made of me. Well, I know deep in my heart you're too blind to see the goddamn miracle I done made of me.
Olive Klug live at the Iron Horse, kicking off the Back Porch Festival here in Northampton on the fabulous 413 on 88.5 NEPM, and a Signature Sounds recording artist, joined by the founder of Signature Sounds Records and radio host Jim Olson.
Yeah, Olive's management sent me her record last winter sometime, and it took one listen. I listened once, I was like, we're in. Yes,
It was rather quick. It
absolutely.
was awesome. It was a very quick process. So thank you, Jim.
That's how much I love the record. I love what Olive's doing, and yeah, so psyched you're here. And now, you know, Olive asked. Well, we were talking last fall, and she was saying she was thinking about. Actually, it was at Green River Festival, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You were thinking about moving here,
I was.
and I told you to consider winter.
Oh,
As
But you're
as
here-
a West Coaster and a Nashville for a
Yeah.
while,
yeah.
you know. and-
Winter, it's been a journey. You know what I mean? My first winter of my life. My first real winter. I thought I had real winters in Oregon. That was not true.
If you had come any other winter, you might not have experienced it, but this past
Yeah.
winter was actually a real
But
winter.
I got to ice skate on a real pond for the first time.
Just
and
like
that was
Joni.
really fun. Yeah, just like Joni.
Don't
I was
skate on a
like-
river. I think that's bad
No,
advice.
but it was basically a river. I skated on Oxbow. I don't know if you
Oh,
guys.
yeah, that is kind of a river.
Yeah, it was really really fun, and I don't know. I've been like traipsing through the woods in the snow and shoveling snow off of my giant van. That part hasn't been as fun, but yeah.
Apart from winter, what do we have here in Western Mass that Oregon and Nashville don't? That
Well,
you
okay,
appreciate?
Oregon. I don't know what to say about what Oregon doesn't have, but I came here for gay people and trees,
Uh-huh.
and so Oregon does have that. but
I've watched Portlandia. I know Portland has gay people and trees.
but I mean, like Nashville doesn't have it in the same way. At least not the acceptance of
Yeah.
queer and trans people, and that's why I left. Was because I was like, I need to go somewhere where I'm in a community where I feel more supported.
I love that, and I love the fact that another one of our performing artists that'll be part of the show is also, explicitly out queer, and I think it's important, especially as musicians and artists and creative people, to be able to feel comfortable in your skin and express yourself that way. Okay, you're gonna get your guitar, right?
Oh yeah.
Olive is gonna switch instruments, and then they'll perform another song for us. But Olive, I'm sure you know this, but Jim Olson, who heard your music and then signed you to his record label, has done the same thing with artists like Josh Ritter, who you first saw here at this stage, right, Jim?
Yeah, I
And-
saw Josh at an open mic here one night.
And then Lake Street Dive performing at the Rendezvous in my town of Turners Falls, went
Oh
that
my
day,
God.
signed him to that record label, and
Wow, I did not know that Lake Street Dive performed at the Rendezvous. That's so cool.
and that Jim was there.
Oh my
And
gosh.
signed him to the record label. So
Me and about 5 other people, literally.
Oh
It was
my
like the
gosh,
most
yeah.
ridiculous thing. It was like out of a TV script or something.
and now they sell out Madison Square Garden.
That is what a fun fact. What a fun fact. I will share that next time I'm at the Rendezvous. I'll be like, actually, Lake Street Dive was discovered here.
I was just there last Friday night and told the band I was there with that exact story.
Good. Okay. Well, maybe everyone
Shame.
knows, and it's not
Now
new
everybody,
information.
now everybody listening knows. All right. Well, Olive Klug is going to be at this stage, the Iron Horse, 6:30 tonight. No, sorry. Yeah,
6:30.
6:30 tonight, and then with I'm with her on Sunday. Let's hear another song. Live Music Friday, the Fabulous 413 Back Porch Festival, live at the Iron Horse.
Wrote this song a couple of years ago, but I feel like it just keeps becoming more relevant, and I could add many, many verses to it at this point, but did write it in 2022, I believe. With California in my rear view, I stopped into a drive-thru. I'll admit I'm just a sucker for convenient and fast. I swear Kansas lasts forever. Billboard calling me a sinner. All my thoughts were screaming at me through the vast. Well, they grew me in a bubble, sheltered me from all that rubble, and said, baby, history is just the past. So I'm not even gonna try to write a song about America. It's too big and too daunting of a task. Great Plains, stomach pains, boarded up the windows on the south side of town. Unmarked graves, Jesus saves. Keep your credit up and your head down. You better keep your credit up and your head down. Now I'm passing into Tennessee, another place I'm scared to be, where they celebrate the cell and ban the dress. And while they hold the burning fork, she's boarded a train to New York, where she'll pay triple rent and learn how to repress. But hey, everything's so different now, with corporate pride campaigns and how Hollywood's just getting so diverse. But I'm not even gonna try to write a song about America, so I'll settle for a chorus and a verse. Great Plains, stomach pains, boarded up the windows on the south side of town. Unmarked graves, Jesus saves. Keep your credit up and your head down. You better keep your credit up and your head down. The city in the forest where a cop can learn to kill. The one who blames the addict is the one who made the pill. 2 million in cages, yet we boast about free will. I feel like dying, but there's just too many hills. Oh, the hell am I to write a song about America? But if anybody's listening, I will. Great Plains, growing pains. I know things have gotta change, I don't know how. Strike the match, we'll start from scratch. Just keep your head up high, don't drop your crown. I think we're coming back around. I think we're coming back around. I think we're coming back around. I think we're coming back around.
We can only hope,
you.
Olive.
We
But
can
that
only
song gives me a
hope.
lot of hope.
Thank
Olive
you.
Klug live here at the Iron Horse, kicking off the Back Porch Music Festival. We'll play here again at 6:30 for your
6:30.
official ramble passes.
Exciting. Okay,
Yes,
thank you
indeed.
so much for having me. I don't know if there's any more questions or if we're getting to
Do you
the
have any
next
more
person
before we
up
we got a
here.
lot more music to
I
We
do.
got a lot to get to,
All right,
so
sweet.
we're going to keep it
Yeah,
moving.
Olive,
Okay.
thank you so much
I'm
for
gonna-
coming and
I'm-
playing
Olive
for us
Klug,
again.
everybody.
Olive Klug. We got more music later in the show with Willie Carlisle, another Signature Sounds artist. And in just a quick second, Sally from Sally Baby Silver Dollars will be back on the show with us.
The Fabulous 413 podcast is funded by Northeast Solar in Hatfield, offering personalized solar energy solutions and ongoing customer care, proudly serving communities throughout the Pioneer Valley. Northeast-solar.com.
And you are listening to the Fabulous 413 on 88.5 NEPM, a special Live Music Friday, live from the Iron Horse. We welcome back to our show Sally Baby Silver Dollars.
Why, hello,
A local
everybody.
gem of the New Orleans music scene, seamlessly blending the sounds of the early Creole jazz bands with New Orleans R&B, second-line music, calypso, and their ethereal, mystical, magical, original music. It's a show that leaves audiences deeply touched and renewed hope for the future of art and transcendence through music. Maybe you caught Sally Baby Silver Dollar on Mothership NPR's Tiny Desk concert back in January, which was fantastic.
Thank
But
you,
we
thank
welcome to the show Salvatore Geloso.
Thank you, thank you.
Sally Baby himself from Sally Baby Silver Dollars. Let's do a
Yes,
song and then we'll chat.
indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm happy to be here right now because, you know, sometimes you go into a town, they don't want you back. They're like, okay, that's it. These fools, that's it. They're, you know, make sure they don't come back into town. But it's been nice to come back to Northampton, so I get a treat for myself today because I'm just alone. And I feel like I'm usually surrounded by a group of handsome men, which I'm not too mad about, but it's nice to just do your own thing sometimes. So we're gonna do just that. And I chose a very special song for y'all today that kind of shows a little different side of what I do that I don't, you know, get to do all the time, but I still do my thing nonetheless. And this is kind of the folkier side of things. Before I really started to kind of dunk my clams in the fine New Orleans music, it's just me and my guitar. So this is a song about a mermaid. In New Orleans, I'm pretty much surrounded by water. We're pretty much underwater, practically. But we have a lot of stories of the sea, the water. There's a lot of people all over the world that have their stories about the mermaids and how they kind of have their little brushes with the sailors. So this is about a mermaid who brings a sailor down under the water. Clouds, they cover the full moon like a gray velvet cloak as I looked over the ocean for you. My eyes, they caught the glimmer of gold and precious stone, shimmering far, far from view. Jewels scattered like dust set amongst the stars. They tell the tales of a long-lost tongue. Ooh, a sweet perfume spills upon these blank, empty pages, a rusty skeleton key that was hidden under your sleeve. A rusty skeleton key that you wished away to me. I wrapped you up in my tentacles, I wrapped you up in my tentacles, and we sang beneath the water. I wrapped you up in my tentacles, wrapped you up in my tentacles, and we swam beneath the water. I wrapped you up in my tentacles, wrapped you up in my tentacles, and we sank beneath the water. Sigh, the belly of the beast inside the belly of the beast, and I scour the depths for the pearls hidden inside the flesh of the oyster shell. I've scoured the depths for the pearls hidden all along the ocean floor. Close to the water, come close to the water, she sang, sweet salty whisper, come close to the water, come close to the water, she sang, sweet salty whisper, will all wash back up to that shore someday, or forever down below you stay inside the belly of the beast. Inside the belly of the beast, a rusty skeleton key that was hidden under your sleeve. Oh, a rusty skeleton key that you wished away to me. I wrapped you up in my tentacles, I wrapped you up in my tentacles, and we sang beneath the water. I wrapped you up in my tentacles, I wrapped you up in my tentacles, and we swam beneath the water. I wrapped you up in my tentacles, I wrapped you up in my tentacles, and we sang beneath the water inside the belly of the beast, inside the belly of the beast.
Sally Baby from Sally Baby Silver Dollars, straight out of New Orleans.
Thank you.
Italian from New Orleans, like Louis Prima, which I appreciate as a fellow Italian-American.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Jimmy, they're playing 3 times at the Back Porch Festival.
We love this band so much. We brought them up from New Orleans and are making them work like dogs.
Oh, yes.
This weekend.
I know one of the times is 6:30 here at the Iron Horse. So
6:30 tonight at 33 Holly as part of the Mardi Gras party over there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, we got the whole band. So we got our horn section coming in. We don't have drums, but I always argue that, you know, everybody is a drum. I feel like every musician is percussive in their own way. So, you know, we'll still bring the New Orleans feel, but without the actual boom boom skins.
I love that.
Also performing here tomorrow evening. I think that's also around 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Later in the night, I think our sound check is at like 9 o'clock, 8:30 or something. So I think
You're playing here around 6.
You should get the app.
Don't.
It's still time to
me.
get buttons and ramble. You can find out all this
And
information.
then you're
They're
playing
holding
at
the app up there. They're
parlor
looking at it.
later on. I
Yeah.
think that's
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
what
you're
you
right.
got it.
All right, so I'm afraid we're
once tonight, twice tomorrow.
I'm afraid we might run out of time for our last musical guest, so we have to sadly say farewell to our friend Sally Baby from Sally Baby Silver Dollars. But you have 3 other opportunities to see him as part of the Back Porch Festival, which begins right now here at the Iron Horse Music Hall in the fabulous 413. Thank you.
Willie Carlisle, y'all.
Willie Carlisle.
Thanks for having me, kids.
Willie Carlisle, born and raised in the Midwestern Plains, a product of the punk to folk music pipeline, his style of country music, unafraid to wrestle with his own queerness, and there is an incredible new album out on Signature Sounds called Winged Victory that is named after a donkey and also has cuts from Richard Thompson, cover music from Richard Thompson, some shout-outs to Shakespeare's Scottish play, which I will not say in the theater, even though this is a music hall, just to be safe. But let's hear something from our friend Willie Carlisle here
Thanks for
at
having
the
me,
Back Porch
friends.
Music Fest.
As a folk singer, you always want to write things that are relevant to folks. And every now and again, you find something that nothing has been written about that seems relevant to folks. I thought I would play a brand new song trying to fill one of those gaps. Something that I spend a lot of time doing is getting incredibly emotional in Chinese buffets. So this is called the Golden Dragon Buffet. Oh, when I die, don't you bury me at all. I want to do right by the friends I lost. Open my chest, rip out my heart, and fry it up with rice at the Golden Dragon. Oh, drain my blood in a box of cheap pink wine. Slap the bag as you pour it into every mouth but mine. Rip out my brain, it never did me right. You should stomp it on the dance floor on a Saturday night. I am living with my sickness, drinking to my health. I am starving for another, so I eat to hurt myself. I am crazy with my lovers, I'm afraid of all my friends, and the fortune cookie's kindness never happens in the belly of the dragon. I wish you health and luck in business, in passion and divorce. I wish you mooshu crab, I wish you mooshu pork. Hope it all goes so well that your horoscope rings true. I wish you MSG, I wish you salt in the wounds. So don't give me a wake, buy a grocery store cake. Let every lover that I lied to smash it in my face. And sprinkle my lawn with dandelion seeds so I can blow myself away in a warm summer breeze. I am living with my sickness, drinking to my health. I am starving for another, so I eat to kill myself. I am crazy with my lovers, I'm afraid of all my friends, and the fortune cookie's kindness never happens in the belly of the dragon. Yes, when I die, don't you bury me at all. Oh, I want to do right by the friends I lost. Open my chest, rip out my heart, and fry it up with rice at the Golden Dragon.
As if I couldn't love Willie Carlisle anymore. He sings a song about Chinese food. It's like my favorite thing. Willie Carlisle live from the Iron Horse, playing the Iron Horse at the Back Porch Festival tonight at 8 o'clock, and a Signature Sounds artist.
Yeah, well, you know, Willie and I met at the Back Porch Fest.
We did, yeah. That was
I
in the
booked him
parlor.
before I knew him because I loved his album Peculiar Missouri that
Yes.
came out, what, in 2020 something?
We were young back then.
We were young back then. Yeah, and Willie came here. It was the first year we kind of did this format of
The Ramble.
The Ramble.
The 12 venues.
Yep, and just love what he's doing, and we got to put out 2 great records together. One called Critterland and one called Winged Victory.
It's an honor to be here. It feels like coming home in some ways, but it's also so far from home that I get to feel like I'm on vacation. It's the best of both worlds.
The new album is fantastic, and as we mentioned, you know, explicitly queer in so many wonderful ways. You do have a song that is pontificating about the posterior.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wouldn't want to be a part of any club that would have me as a member.
Right.
I sort of am a Groucho Marxist, but I do think that songs about butts should be welcomed into the folk canon, queer and otherwise, and all over the place. And I'll play that one tonight. I thought I would do an old IWW song up here next, though. You boys mind if I go ahead and jump in?
Jump in.
What do you say? I don't know.
And I'll just say, if we have to end the broadcast in the middle of the song, we'll see you on Monday on the Fabulous 413. But here's Willie Carlisle live from the Back Porch Festival on 88.5 NEPM.
We fed you all for 1,000 years. We have fed you all for 1,000 years, and you hail us still unfed, though there's never a dollar of all your wealth but marks a worker dead. You have taken our lives, our husbands and wives, called it your legal share. Oh, if blood is the price of your cursed wealth, my God, we have bought it fair. 'Cause there's never a mine blown skyward now, but we're buried alive for you. Oh, there's never a wreck drifting shorewards now. Oh, but we are its ghastly crew. Come and reckon our dead by the forges red and the factories where we spin. Oh, if blood is the price of your cursed wealth, my God, we have paid it in. We have fed you all for 1,000 years, and that was our doom, you know, from the days when you chained men in your fields to the strike of a week ago. We have taken our lives, our husbands and wives. You've called it your legal share. Oh, if blood is the price of your cursed wealth, my God, we have bought it fair. Oh, my God, we have bought it fair.
Willie Carlisle live from the stage of the Iron Horse, kicking off the Back Porch Music Festival. This is where he'll be later this evening.
Yes, 8 o'clock. Willie will be here. It's
Willie-
part of the Ramble.
He just...
Get here early, folks, if you
Yeah.
want to come see Willie Carlisle.
Willie
tonight.
gave us a thank you, good night. Elvis has left the building and walked off with that one before we even asked him about it, but I really appreciate it. Jim, in the minute we have left, the city of Northampton must be a big part of this, making this festival happen now that it goes all over the city. And I know the Arts Council, which is the sort of artistic arm of city government here, is also a big part of it as well.
We get great support from the community. You know, the whole idea of this is to celebrate Northampton and bring people here from elsewhere. And it's taken a few years to kind of get to the festival to that point, but now people are traveling from all around the Northeast and beyond to come spend a weekend in Northampton, check out how awesome we are, and see a whole lot of great music.
Well, huge thank you to Jim Olson for putting this on. for the Back Porch Radio Show, which will broadcast live on Sunday morning as well from Progression.
Sunday morning from this stage.
Oh, from
right
the
here.
Iron Horse, right? Excellent. And passes are still available. Ramble buttons still
Yeah,
available. Where
Ramble
should people
passes
go?
are still available. You can buy them at our box offices, which are in Thorns Market and at the Academy of Music. If you have not gotten your pass yet, there's still time for that. And there's still a few tickets left for tonight's Bertha show, which Monty will be part of.
In drag, I will look much different. Another huge round of applause to Jim Olsen, to Willie Carlisle, to Sally Baby from Sally Baby Silver Dollars, to Olive Klug, and to the Faux Pas. And thanks to the crew here at the Iron Horse for making this happen, and to Tony and Bart from NEPM. I'm Monty Belmonte. We will see you tomorrow, not tomorrow, but Monday on the Fabulous 413. Enjoy the Back Porch Music Festival.